Right, we're here with a one and only multi-award winning DJ EZ. How's it going, mate? You alright?
I'm fine, man. I'm cool.
Good. Now, you've been on top of the game for so long, but obviously there was a time when you were just a snotty-nosed kid with a set of decks.
Yep.
How did you become a DJ, and how did you get into garage?
Well, I started DJing 13 years of age, not with decks, but just one deck and a tape deck. Yeah. So I used to mix like.
I have one with pitch and one without.
You see, on the tape decks, right, you've got this little pinch roller, and if you squeeze it, it changes the pitch. You didn't know about that, did you? You didn't know about that. Yeah, so that's how I got into mixing, really.
So you just started off from there. Any influences or?
Back in the day, it was just like the old school pirate stations, like Centre Force and Dance FM, which I eventually got onto, and there was no influences back then. It was just like messing about and like.
But you was always naturally into music. And
yeah, definitely.
You mentioned in Pirates there, you were a legend on Freak, but then you stepped up the game a bit and become a Kiss DJ. How did that all come about?
It all came about with just like a few guest appearances on like Steve Jackson's show and guest appearances.
Big up
like,
Jackson. That show was big.
Big him up, the morning glory. Big up the morning glory. Yeah, so a few guest appearances on there, Bobby and Steve as well, and a few guest appearances on the old Tough Jam show as well. And then I got to cover Tough Jam show one time, and then it just like progressed from there.
Snowballed from there.
Yeah, just they gave me a show.
Never looked
2
back.
to 4 in the morning, you know. And then
Was that your first show?
first show, yeah, Monday night, Tuesday morning, 2 to 4. Yeah.
Stepped up the game then. Now, you really are a big influence in the scene. During the commercial height of the scene a couple of years ago, if you played a record, you knew that record was going to sell in the shops. That must have been a weird feeling.
Well, I think I just got an air for it, really.
Yeah?
Yeah. You just know, innit? You just know.
So you think it was more about good tunes and rather than what you played sold?
I think, I don't know, some of the tracks that I played and people like label it as like I actually broke it. I think they would have broken anyway. Say for example the Daniel Bedingfield.
But that's being modest though, because no one was really spinning the Bedingfield thing.
But maybe I am being modest. Yeah, maybe I am.
Because you made him a career. You weren't going nowhere. Let's
yeah,
get it on record.
Daniel, owe me some money.
Daniel owes you some royalties.
Yeah.
To sign the publishing.
Yeah.
So did you ever get selective about what you played because of that? Like especially after Daniel broke and went to #1, did you ever start thinking, well, boy, maybe I should be playing, you know, some of my tunes more or some of this?
Yeah, I did. I played a few more of my tunes, and I got grief after that. As soon as like the Daniel Bedingfield thing came about, it's like every producer's on my case, and I even got like, you know what I mean, a few threats as well.
Serious?
Yeah.
Threats?
To that extent, yeah.
What, play my tune or this will happen?
Play my tune or else.
Serious?
Yeah. And
Wow.
like, the show was getting quite big as well. I had Saturday night, 7 till 9, like slap bang in the middle of the weekend.
Massive show.
Prime time. It was really a lot of pressure then. I actually prefer it now. It's a bit more easygoing, more flowing. But back then, mate, you just don't know. And you're hearing this first as well, man. You're hearing this first.
Really? The pressure got to easy?
It's pressure, a lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure.
So tell us about your productions for a minute. It started off with the intros, of which you got about, what, 40?
10.
You've got more than 10. You've got more than 10. I know you've got more than 10.
Yeah, there's more than 10, but you know of 10. I only play 10 out.
Is that how you started producing? You just thought, I'll make an intro for myself, and then obviously your style kind of got around in the clubs?
I was producing way before I was into garage. I've done like a few old hardcore bits. And
Really?
Yeah.
Anything on vinyl?
Yeah, some vinyl, yeah. You might get to hear it one day.
I'm gonna hunt them down now. What was the name?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you when the camera's closed.
So you started off with the intros, well, the hardcore stuff, and then obviously intros had a massive impact on the scene when you was playing out and stuff around the clubs. And then you started the label, Zed Recordings.
Yeah, started Zed Recordings. Put out 1 EP on there, 4 tracks. Went quite well. Sold about 5,000 to 6,000, which is not bad for the first release, and not really a lot of push on it, and not really like being a well-known producer. So that's quite good. So After I got a phone call from what's his name, Joey Negro's label,
Oh, okay.
Z Records,
Right.
and
That was my next question, actually.
Yeah,
Why did it terminate?
yeah, Z Records, and done the right thing and just said, you know what, I'll change your name because you're like Z Records. The genre's a bit close as well. He does like soulful house, funky house.
Yeah, so it was something
Just
you
do
got
the
to...
right thing, and then just change it.
So One Recordings is now your label,
One with an N at the front.
one with an N at the front.
Yeah. None. No, I've done about 3 releases on there. I am planning to do some more, but right now the DJing thing is just hectic.
Yeah.
Booking's still pouring out, mate. You know.
So no plans to go back in the studio
Oh
soon, or
yeah. I've got bits like ready to go.
you've been slack, man. You know there's a demand for your stuff. You know that.
Not a great demand, especially like the MP3 market. Is it gonna sell? You know, you're gonna press up 500 and is it gonna sell?
Did you ever think about releasing your intros? Because I think it was number 10 was the...
Number 6.
Was that 6?
Number 6, yeah.
God.
And that took actually like half hour to make.
But you know, did you ever think about releasing that? Because that, I swear, if you'd have released
Again.
that would have sold about 10,000.
Again, there was a lot of pressure for that as well. One side was saying, no, keep it for yourself. One side was saying, you know what, that's going to make money. That could possibly chart if you put the right thing on it, the right MC or the right vocalist.
True.
Another missed opportunity, really. Because I'm not going to do it now. It's not the right time. It might work still now, but not back then.
So what producers do you rate at the moment, or have you rated throughout your time in Garage?
Well, you know I'm a big fan of Todd Edwards, big fan of MJ Cole.
Is it true you got a Todd shrine in your house? I've heard you got a shrine to him where you pray every day.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Ode to Todd. No. No, just like a big fan. I think he actually got me into Garage, really.
Really?
Yeah, because like from the hardcore transition over to Garage, I heard like one of his EPs on Nervous Records.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah, this is bad. Feeling this, and then it just.
I mean, you definitely play what you feel. You definitely, you know, you ain't scared to drop a Todd Edwards in Sidewinder and that. And I think a lot of people.
I kill crowds of it.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 heads be like, yeah, but the majority is like,
what's he doing?
yeah, but I still got to support him, man. That's, you know.
That doesn't bother you, no?
No, not at all.
Because you know you can mash up the rave if you want to with the next tune.
When you come out the Todd now, it's just like, that's what you're waiting for. Do you know what I mean?
So what about DJs or MCs? Any you like to hear? Any particular favourites you see on a fly and you think, oh yeah, I don't mind listening to their set after I finish mine or whatever? Or MC you prefer to work with?
DJ wise, I don't really hear any other DJs. Because like, one, where I live, you can't get no pirates. Number 2,
Norway. Norway.
Number 2, when I finish my sets, I just shoot straight out the door. I don't stick around because there's too many people asking
This, that, and the other, giving you tunes.
questions and like giving me tunes, and you know, I don't mind the tunes thing, but just like ridiculous questions, it just gets a bit annoying sometimes.
Would you get asked?
You name it.
How'd you mix? Serious?
How do I get into it? If I give you my mixtape, can you sort out a show on Kiss? Blah 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 blah. But it wasn't that easy to get on here, you know what I mean? So it's just like a lot of questions, man.
We know you got power, but that's quite a lot. That's asking quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. I've actually made up a crew. They're called the PCF crew. That's people that chat fart. You know what I mean? So there's a few of them out there. The crew is massive.
Okay, tell us about the venture with Warner, Pure Garage. How did that come about? It's obviously been a massive success since it started. But how did you get involved in that?
Apparently, I was shortlisted against 3 other DJs by Warner Music to mix their new compilation called Pure Garage. I was chosen, and that's it.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
But what, 6, 7 of those now?
Yep, and another one on the way.
And plus the platinum and the classics.
Yep.
Loving it.
Classics, forward to the floor, bass breaks and beats, yep. And we've got another one on the way.
So you absolutely run Iron Apple whenever you're out there, especially the last few years in the height of Iron Apple, say 2001, 2002. Clubs were fighting for you to be exclusive to their clubs.
Didn't know that.
Don't tell me you didn't know that either. But you eventually teamed up with Gas for your night, Z Uncut.
Yeah, that was 2003. That was Gas Club.
What made you choose that venue?
With me, I like
money.
Oh, shut up. Do you know what? You see? No.
You know what? I'll be honest, right? I heard some crazy figures floating around.
Did you?
EZ exclusive for the summer.
Yeah, so did I as well.
A lot of zeros. That's what I was hearing.
That's what I heard. That's what I had, a lot of zeros as well.
Yeah.
And like, no, you're supposed to hear it from the horse's mouth. So it was 6 zeros. Okay, so no, it wasn't. I like small, intimate clubs really, like over like big clubs. Like Gas Club in London was one of my favourite clubs. So.
But you know, you could have filled a bigger club out there and took more on the door.
Definitely, but the door wasn't my concern. I just had my fee, and that was it. It wasn't about the money thing really. Just like the system, did it feel right? I'm there every week, so it's got to be right. I mean,
how did you cope with that? Did you come back and forth and stuff?
It was like a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday thing. Sunday was at Iron Apple. Monday was Paphos. Tuesday was Falaraki.
Jesus.
And then back home, do it all again. Every week.
So that was a tiring summer.
Yeah, man, I got loads of air miles, mate.
But worthwhile, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Definitely worthwhile.
Had to be. Was it you pulling power out in Iron Apple that made you set up your own night in London? Because obviously you must be aware that people book you because you're going to fill the club.
That's what I've heard.
Your fee commands it. That's what I've heard.
These belly fee, you know what I mean? Can I make a point? Can I make a point that, you know, even though we're discussing money and that here, and I'm possibly like the so-called number one in the scene, I'm not the most expensive DJ in our genre.
Really?
No, I'm not the highest paid in our genre, so that might, you know, just tone things down a bit. You know?
It's going to set tongues wagging there, you know that?
Yeah. So who's getting more money than Zed?
But your DJing to take you around the globe, what's been your best experience of playing abroad?
It's got to be after the gigs, you know, the shag and the birds and the after party in the hotel. No, I'm joking. Nothing like that at all. It's just going out. It's like DJing in a different atmosphere, you know. It's like the climate and, you know.
Any particular dates stand out? I don't mean dates, I mean gigs.
Well, obviously a few
Not
nights.
birds.
a few nights in a Gas Club. Good memories there as well. And Pure Silk in Pizzazz when it first started off in Iron Apple. Definitely, that was a
highlight.
Few moments there as well. Yeah.
Have you ever done Australia or anything further?
Not that far
than the
afield.
Greek
The
islands?
farthest I've been is Japan. That was an
They're
experience.
nuts out there, aren't they?
Yeah, they have it.
Get some gadgets, because I know you're a gadget freak.
Oi, Akihabara, mate. Almost declared bankruptcy. Every gadget, mate. That's why the fee's so high. I need my money back.
Need your gadgets.
Yeah.
You never seem to drift from one style to another. You always kind of play a mixture of garage, if you like, whatever we're going to call it.
Yeah.
You never felt because I mean, obviously you got your night 4x4, but you're heavily into your grime as well. So
yeah.
That's something.
For me, I like all the spin-offs of garage, like grime, 4/4, 2-step. I love playing, and I'll play every single style of it. So, you know, and I'd never leave garage for nothing.
No.
Even though I am gonna go down the funky house route and like go back to.
But you've always done that.
Yeah,
let's
the
be
genre
true.
that I started off with was like, you know what I mean, old house, like the classic house and that.
Yeah.
But garage, I'll never leave it because, you know,
It's good news.
I owe it to the people, man. You know? They made me where I am today.
So what's the future for EZ? What's the future hold?
The future. let's try and get another release out on One Recordings.
That'd be nice because
Yeah,
come on, what's it been? 2 years?
You know, you've been watching it. You've been watching. Yeah. A few more nights. Future.
Any personal goals that you'd like to achieve within your in DJing or producing? Anything? Any targets you've set yourself?
Yeah, I want to try and play a bit more, sort of like internationally, rather than just like the UK.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm finding like a few like old garage DJs are like playing out in like Australia and Canada, and I'm thinking, hello, what about me? You know what I mean? I'd love to spread my sound that far afield.
Right, time for the quick fire round now. Yeah, this is before we go, Zed.
Okay.
Take a drink. 2-step or 4/4?
Oh, Jesus.
Quick.
4/4 has got more energy.
Chop or fade?
Chop.
MCs or no MCs?
No MCs.
Todd Edwards or MJ Cole?
Oh, jeez. Oh. Good questions, mate. Todd Edwards.
Lemon and herb or flaming hot?
Lemon and herb.
Really? That surprised me the most out of the whole interview.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Flaming hot, what are you talking about? Food?
Yeah?
I can't take hot stuff, mate.
Fair enough. Big venue or small venue?
Small venue.
And finally, the best pure garage.
Oh, mate. Do you know what? Just the other day I was going through them, like listening to them in my car and that, so I don't really know. I think Pure Garage 1 is a special moment for me because it actually started off the whole thing, and you know, Pure
Good
Garage
times.
1 wasn't a great mixed album, but you know, it started a lot of things rolling for me as well. So maybe Pure Garage 1.
Nice one. Nice talking to you, mate.
You're welcome. Now that would be 7 zeros plus that.